Hey, it's the second video for this tutorial series and I'm really excited about it. Now we are taking this as gradual as possible, and so last tutorial, the last video, I was able to teach you how you can install Nodejs and NPM. So what we are going to be doing in this video is to set up our project and install the necessary dependencies. So for us to start, navigate to somewhere inside your computer that you like your code to be. So I would like my own to be inside of document. You can use your terminal. I use my terminal on Mac. You can use yours on Windows or wherever that you have them. The commands are similar. So cd into documents. That's how we navigate. cd means change directory. So now I'm in document folder. I will create a folder known as Nodejs CRUD, something like that. Nodejs CRUD. So the command is make dir and name of the folder Nodejs CLI CRUD. I think this makes more sense. Hit enter and the file has been created. Just to confirm that we already have the file, just do ls, hit enter, and you will see it here. So you should also check your own out. Clear it with Ctrl K. Ctrl K clears your terminal. So what we want to do next is to navigate into the folder that we just created. So you can do a cd into it, cd into Nodejs underscore CLI underscore CRUD. Hit enter and we're inside of this folder now. Now we could choose to work inside of this folder from the terminal here, but I would love to work inside of the folder but using VS Code. VS Code is an editor that helps us to write code. It provides a terminal for us to use as well as a place for us to write code. So having everything in the same place is easier and it's fun for me. It's more interactive. It makes sense. So I will just open this folder in VS Code. You could also check out VS Code on the internet and just download yours. So for me to do that, I'll just do code space period like this, hit enter, and it opens up for me. It opens the project in an editor like this. Yeah, that's it. So it's that beautiful, and I could just open this folder in a terminal as time goes on. So for me to open it in a terminal, I could just do the Control Shift backtips, and just like that we have the terminal open like this. Beautiful. So whatever we want to do now, we can do it from here. So first thing we've done is to create a folder. So next thing is to initialize the project. So for you to initialize the project, you do npm init. So here in the inside of the folder in the terminal, you do npm init and hit enter. Now that will start bringing up for you some prompts to maybe fill in names and other stuff. You could fill in that, but you could just hit enter until you get to the last one, and it will create a file for you. That is the package.json file, and here you have it, the package.json file. Beautiful. That's awesome. Now before we continue, we need to add a line here, and that will be type module. The reason for adding this is because we are going to be working with the latest or a newer type of JavaScript, which is the ES6 JavaScript. We use it to import modules. So if you don't have this line here in the package.json, it would not work as you expect. But that's by the way. Now with this, we are now ready to install dependencies. Now, what are dependencies? You could also call these packages or modules. These are external codes written by some other people in order to help us write code faster. So this code, these programmers have taken their time to write this code and give it to us so that we do not have to rewrite it. There's no point rewriting a code that has already been written, except it's really necessary. We'll be using two of those dependencies. One is the inquirer. The inquirer helps us to collect or prompt users to give us input from the command line. And the second one is the UUID. UUID. It helps us to generate unique identifiers for each of the data that will be adding to our database. To install a dependency, you just need npm. By the way, npm, that's the Node Package Manager, helps us to install all these kind of external codes. So they all live on the website there, so you could check out the npm website. I'll try to put it down there in the description. So what you need is npm install and then the package name. So if we are going to install UUID, for example, what you need is npm install UUID. Now npm also gives us the liberty to install more than one package at a time. So all you need to do is to separate each package from the other using a space. So if I'm going to install UUID and install inquirer, I just need to give a space like this, inquirer, like this, and that is it. You'll be able to install these two. Something else you need to know is that you don't need to spell the install in full. You could just use an I like this, and so you can install UUID and inquirer at the same time. So hit enter and it starts installing. Now when it's done, you will see these names added as dependencies here. Beautiful. It's done installing, and here we have the dependencies. These are the two dependencies we have just installed. And if you look here in the list of files and folders here, you will notice that we now have a new folder node modules. This folder contains all the bunch of external files that we can add, but we do not really need to look into this. We don't need it. No, we don't need it. We just need to know that this code behaves in this way or in the other way, and then forget about it. The package lock.json, we also don't need to look into that, but if you feel like you could look into it, there is really nothing you want to do here. It is just part of the settings for our project, and that completes the setup of our project. We are now ready to start creating files and doing some other things here. So the first thing we might want to do is to create files that we'll be working with. In this tutorial, we'll be working with a bunch of files. But how do we create these files? Now, to create file, for Mac, you just use touch the file name and it creates the file. If you are using Windows, you need echo with a dot and a greater than sign, and then the file name. stuff like that. You could check that out. Like npm, we also have the liberty of creating more than one file at a time, and all you need to do is separate each file with a space. So which files are we going to be needing in this tutorial? Let's start listing them out. Let's do touch like this. Yeah. What is the first file? The first file is query db. This will help us to query the db, get data back, and then run every of the other functions that we will be creating in other files. As we continue, you will learn more about this. The next file we want to create is the db file check. That helps us to check if the db file exists. .js. Please ensure that we are adding the .js extension. .js like that. Yeah. db file check will check if the file is there. If it's not there, it will terminate. The next one is the add data .js, followed by retrieve data .js. I hope I'm spelling all that correctly. Okay. Then update data .js. Yeah. After update data, you now have the remove data .js. Now the rest of the file is self-explanatory, and those are the files we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think files. That is what we need. Now once you hit enter, these files will be created immediately. Now notice that these files are not here now, so we just hit enter and all these files are created in one go. You see how fast it is? It's faster than trying to hit here to create a new file and typing in the name and all that. So in just one command, we are able to create all these files. These files are empty, yes, but we'll be filling them out from the next tutorial or the next video in this series. Catch you.